next item is I would like to give you your project, your individual project. This project basically is very useful and rewarding if your company take the opportunity to apply. As I mentioned, I have discussed with other lecturer of this class, Dr. Hussein, because we want to give student a real opportunity. The government under mostly this is not mostly, this is KPT, Ministry of Higher Education. They have launched different type of grants, but this time this grant the theme is how to connect between the industry and the university. Okay, university and industry, how to make them to come together, solve our industrial pain, industrial problem, helping our local industry so that they can become competitive. They will become competitive and can compete at regional and international level. Okay. So can you see the slide here? Can see, right? The slide we call PPRN. Okay, PPRN. Yes. PPRN. This is a guideline. The guideline is as the following. We call PPRN 2.0. Okay. Before that, the allocation is only 50,000. With the new guideline, they open up to 250,000. Okay. They just launched. I have applied this last time, and the result is not yet released. We are the second batch who applied. I and few researchers team up, and then we invite collaborator from industry to join this project. So the prerequisite for this grant is company need to apply, and then they have to team up with a university to apply, and then they will call up. We will call up to the Ministry of Higher Education to defend this project in front of 3 to 5 panel from university and from expert from industry. If they say your project is good, yes, they will give you the money. Okay, so this is within the 5 to 10 minutes. I just would like to share this, and then I want you to prepare a good proposal. Okay, as if you are applying for your company. Okay, for your company. And then if good project, you can immediately submit to the through your collaborator from university. Okay, from the ITM Gov, from UNICEF, or from other university that have a connection with you. Okay, with you. So as an introduction, PPRN is the initiative, okay, uh, initiated by Ministry of Higher Education, okay, to have a strategic model of connection between industry and academia. Okay, okay. And as I mentioned just now, the scope of this grant is to have the product innovation and also the process. Okay, product or process. What is meant by product, innovation of the product is to improve and to have the value added of the existing product. Okay, existing product in the industry. Okay, we do enhancement. Okay, the it must be technological based. Okay, technological based. And the second one is the innovation of the process or services. Okay, or services. For example, you want to improve your production. Okay, the production. You want to improve the component. Okay, you want to improve the warehouse component, the logistic, the method of delivery or services. Okay, so that it become efficient. Okay, in line with the technology industrial revolution 4.0. Yeah, that is the two scope of this grant. So if you work in the company, of course you already have the what you call the industrial pain that you want to solve. Right? Every company they must have their own industrial pain, 2 or 3. They have put in the basket. These are the problem that we are facing. So this problem you are going to use, to apply for this grant. Yes. All right. The objective, as I have generally briefed you just now, is to have a good network between academia and industry. Number 2, to increase productivity through innovation, okay, and suitable technology. And then to encourage the researcher and the industry, to encourage the academician to solve industrial based problem. Okay, these are the procedure. Okay, procedure 1, you need to identify the company need to identify the scientist or the researcher that can help you. Okay, and then you have to fill up the form. Okay, the form is very simple. It's not like you are writing the thesis. No, it's only very few pages, right? Okay, few pages. This is how we break the commitment between the company and the grant owner, which is the Ministry of Higher Education. If your company is considered as a small size, micro, so your company contribute 10%, and PPRN will give you 90%. If small company contribute 30%, and PPRN give you 70%. And your company, if company big, 70%, PPRN give you 30%. So altogether is 350,000. Before this, the company just give in kind. In kind means they give the material, they give the facility to be used, but this time they want the company to put real money into it, okay, to show the seriousness of them. And, and before that ada penipuan and people just apply the grant just to purchase the equipment, or that one really is not allowed anymore. All right, so the industry, the impact of this to the industry will be as the following. Okay, so the company will get the solution based on the expertise given by our local researcher, and the productivity will be improved or increased by reducing the production costs and increase the productivity. Okay, all right, and I will show you a sample form. So this is 2 years project. Okay, so you have to have the timeline, okay, for 2 years. Okay, 2 years. Right. What is this? Yes. Oh no, it's wrong. It's wrong. Criteria. Okay, the project must not more than 12 months. Sorry, not 2 years. 12 months. Okay, 12 months. I'll show you the form. This is the form that we have prepared last time. Oh, okay, this is the form. Okay, the leader, institution. You can name your anybody, okay, from the institution that you have a MOU or you have connection. Okay, and then the second page is the company information. Okay, the company name, address. Okay, the brief description of your company. Okay, employees information. Sales done in last 2 years. What size? This one, if you shy to show, no problem, you didn't have to show. But you classify the size of a company. Okay? Medium, micro, small, medium, large, so based on the garis panduan that I mentioned just now. What are sector you are sectoring in? Okay. Your business plan, model, business canvas. Of course, the company have information, brief subscription, your team member. Okay. Okay, this is the thing. The proposed industrial pain that you want to solve, to improve, to to increase the production, and to cut off the steps, the sequence of the production line. That one you can put. Yeah, it won't be long. It's only 300 words. The executive summary. Then you give the project background a bit. Tell us the objective, what you want to do to increase efficiency, to reduce process time, or to improve quality, to increase revenue, the procurement power, depend. You pick one. It can be two, up to you. And then you describe the proposed solution. Okay, what is going to be the risk, whether it is incremental or radical. Remember the theory, that the concept that we learned just now. Is it high? Is it low? Okay. And then what will be the impact? Okay, the impact. All right. And this is the budget. Okay, the budget PPRN will give and the company will give. Salary, traveling, rental, material. All right. And that's all. That's all. It won't take long. But the only thing is just to the whole idea is for my student here to get to be familiarized with the opportunity that available outside, and then I will help you to give a good comment. If it's good, you can proceed and apply. And if not, it's just like our class exercise, so you get some information and you can apply later on. All right. Any question about that assignment? I will give you the template of it and the guideline, and then you have 1 week to think about it, and then submit after your final test. Okay, final test next week. Okay. Any question before I proceed to the next to our next agenda? This PPRN project will be individual project, because every company, each one of you does not work with the same company. You have your own industrial problem, industrial pain, so you can put it there. And if you are worried about NDA or confidential or something like that, you need to sign NDA, so that one will not be released to anybody. Okay, it's only for our class purpose. All right. Any question about PPR and individual project? No question. Oh, very good. Quiet. Quiet means agree. Agree with everything. It cannot be like that. Okay. For our next topic, also under this topic, it is related to what we call disruptive innovation. Okay? Disruptive innovation. What are the opportunities and market imperative? Okay. It is pervasive technological change, uncertainty of market, complexity of organization, rules appear to break down. Okay, these are the things that are related to disruptive innovation, and we are facing the new challenges. Okay, so the innovative responses will be on the technological shift. Okay, it happened regularly. The technological shift, it happens regularly but not frequent. Another challenges is the market and the organizational impact varies. Okay, and the third one is response of the incumbents versus new entrants. Okay, newcomer, new entrant. The last but not least is the value of the size, market position, brands, standards, and competencies. These are the challenges, okay, of the innovative responses. Another thing that also is important, which is related to forecasting and technology trajectory, and the misleading of S-curve. Okay, remember about the S-curve in the earlier chapter, I think. You have when you start the production, you start to slowly and then start to project. Okay, the curve start to increase. The slope is very high, and then what we are saying here is the misleading of the S curve. Okay, why? It is because of the way we forecast is wrongly. Misleading technology and S curve, which is because due to you ask wrong question, you track the wrong data. Okay, and then alternative technology, okay, not the problem, different performance attributes, and then intersection of new trajectory and potential. These are the challenge. Okay. Another aspect also, we would like to look at the characteristic of innovation, because innovation also, they have their own characteristic, okay, that we need to look at, because the number of characteristic, the number of it will affect diffusion and adoption of it. Okay, one of it is the characteristic of it is relative advantage. Okay, another one is compatibility. Next one is the complexity of it, and then the triability and observability. These are the characteristics, and go through of the detail of it. Okay, later to your own reading. Okay, these are the characteristics, the 5 characteristics of innovation that will affect the diffusion and adoption. Here is the case study, another case study. Just now we talk about Cisco. Here we talk about case study about Wall Street. In Wall Street, all of you familiar with Wall Street, right? Wall Street. Dissemination of information via social media. Okay. When I talk to the new generation, say, oh, I'm using Facebook. Facebook, yeah, I said young people, they are no longer using Facebook or using blog or something like that. Young people, they use Twitter, Twitter, because they can trace the thread, and then that one can become a very powerful tool in using that social media. So for Wall Street, okay, case study here, you can see that the social media, if you can read on your own, plays a significant role in dissemination of information and ideas, okay, and the diffusion and adoption of political position as well as product. So in this study, what they did is they look at the respective influence of YouTube and Twitter in the development of the Occupy Wall Street movement. Okay, so what we did, they examine the network structure, the interaction pattern, and geographic distribution of users involved their communication network. by using each social media platform. Okay, let's show the power of social media. So what their analysis revealed? Twitter was used more for the organization and coordination in diverse users. Okay? With users forming hub and spoke network, okay, and the hub comprised of a few highly influential central users, okay, who bridge and spoke to many loosely connected smaller communities. Nampak YouTube ada Twitter. Opposite to that, in contrast to that, YouTube was used more to disseminate ideas and reinforce existing group. Dia just maintain yang sedia ada, reinforce existing group, and so form more dense, homogeneous mesh network around specific theme, which reinforce shared belief and interest. Okay. This is one example of the case study that we are in. Okay. Okay, this is our next assignment. Okay, this one you can discuss after this. Okay, I'll give you time and then you can submit if you need more time. It's okay. This case study related to the title of it is A Better Place. So this case study demonstrates the challenge. What will be the challenges of adoption and diffusion and some of the issues in managing a large-scale startup venture. Okay? So in that in this assignment, you are required to use innovation adoption model to try explore what are the factors likely to boost or slow down take-up. Okay, and then you need to look at how far you think the problem was too much too soon, and then use NBS framework where you can position better place and why. And last part of it is what are the challenges, okay, in moving to system level innovation, and what lesson does better place offer to develop a sustainability that envisions society. Okay.